Are you looking to buy a concealer for yourself for personal use or maybe for professional use as well within budget? So this is the video which will give you all the information you require related to the brand recommendation, because I'll be reviewing a brand which is my personal favorite when it comes to concealer, and I will also be guiding with all the shades, what shades you should buy if you are beginning with the concealers and if you want to try the concealer out, and the longevity, the finish, the coverage, everything is so perfect, and these concealers are super budget friendly. So if you want to know which concealer I'm talking about, do watch the video till the end, because I will be covering everything from start till end about this particular brand and this particular concealer, and I can't wait anymore. So let's get started with the video. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Miss Harsha. My name is Harsha. I'm a professional makeup artist and an educator, a fashion beauty makeup influencer, a makeover bridal and skin consultant, an aromatherapist and cosmetologist as well. In this video, I'm going to review one of my favorite brands when it comes to concealers, and the brand which I buy the most when it comes to concealer, and the brand is LA Girl. And I guess most of you, if you are my student and my subscriber, you know that I am in love with these concealers, and I will be guiding you, like I'll be sharing everything about these concealers and you know what makes this concealer my favorite, because you know that it's not that easy, you know, for a product to impress me, because as a cosmetologist I can judge a product not only on the basis of their packaging and their color variation and the texture and all of that. It's, you know, I can judge them beyond that. So yes, if a product is actually, you know, if I'm saying it's my favorite, it definitely has something. And today I'll be revealing what LA Girl concealers have in them which makes them my personal favorite. So yes, let's get started with point number one. So the point number one is definitely their color variation, because you know when it comes to concealer, I have tried a lot of other brands out there in the market, definitely as a makeup artist, but you know what, below 1,000 rupees I haven't met any such concealer till now, just like these concealers, because they have amazing color variation. And I will also guide you in the end of this video that what color will match what kind of color complexion, a general idea. Rest you can go and check out yourself, but yes, I will give you a color variation idea as well, what will go with your skin as well. And if you are a professional and want to start up and you know have a budget friendly concealers in your kit, then also I'll be guiding you that what 4-5 concealers you require to start off immediately, and you can cover any kind of skin tone or undertone. Okay, so the first thing is their color variation. I just love their color variation. I have mostly 6 to 7 color variations which are good enough to cover any kind of skin tone, and I also have their correctors. So I have red, orange, green, peach and yellow corrector of these. And one thing I can tell you that, you know, this part is something which really impressed me a lot, that they don't only have concealers, they have great correctors as well, and at the same time their variations. So they have lavender and other correctors as well, but to be honest, like for an Indian skin tone, these correctors are good enough to conceal any kind of skin imperfection. So I have these 5 of the correctors from LA Girl. So now let's talk about second point. Second point will definitely be the coverage. Okay, so I have tried Maybelline's Fit Me, I have tried L'Oreal's Age Rewind concealer and NYX concealer and all of other concealers as well. But you know, yes, there are personal favorites when it comes to bloggers and YouTubers. They love those concealers as well. Some of them really like vouch for these concealers. So it's, you know, it's a personal preference, but you know, according to me, because I have used all of them, I know that somehow they have, you know, the formulation of these concealer, they just fit perfectly for Indian skin tone and skin texture and the weather as well. Okay, because you know I stay in Kolkata, India, so here the climate is quite humid, and these concealers do complete justice and gives very good coverage, and it's like, you know, if you don't want any foundation on your skin and you just want to go light on your skin some days, because that is something which I also prefer. When I'm not shooting, I just want to do, just like 10 minutes of makeup. I just use the concealer on like under eye areas, and if I have some imperfections over my skin, and I blend that well, and I set that with compact, and I'm done. And I don't feel like putting any foundation, because that's the coverage which makes me totally happy, and very light coverage it actually conceals everything, but the coverage, it will not look like that there is something on your face. Okay, and with foundations, again, it delivers whatever is required for a concealer to deliver with foundation as well. So the coverage is superb, and in this budget, which is the third point, it is super budget friendly. So it is priced somewhere near $5.95. If the price have increased, I don't know, I'm not aware about it, because I haven't ordered anything recently, because I always have a stock of these concealers. I never go out of these concealers. So yes, $5.95 is the normal price which I have bought last time. And 600 rupees is nothing when you compare to other brands and other concealers, and for this quality, it's completely worth having these concealers in this price point. And such a good coverage also in this price point is something which just sets this concealer quite apart from all other concealers and makes it a complete win-win deal for anybody who is trying out these concealers. So this is definitely the third point, which is the price point. Now let's talk about the fourth point, which is the formula and its blending and how it functions when you are using it, how much it is user friendly. So what, this blends like a magic. Okay, you don't have, it's not, the formulation is not thick or something which is very matte. So it is good for dry skin people and for oily skin people as well. The formula is very balanced formula. Okay, so I have tried since so many years on all skin types, colors, and and during all the weathers and all the weather changes, it worked perfectly. Okay, it was not, and again, what, it's not just about the concealer, how you're prepping your skin, that also makes a lot of difference in the other products which you'll be using after skin prep. So keeping those points aside, if you talk just about the formulation, it is perfectly fine. It blends like a magic. The coverage is there, but it is not thick. So mostly what happens when there is a full coverage or a thick coverage concealer, or foundation, whatever it is you'll find in the market, the texture and the the quantity, when you apply, you have to apply a lot, and that creates a kind of a layer effect on your face, which is not something cool. Okay, so if you talk about that, yes, you don't have to put too much of this concealer. A little bit also goes a long way. And when you compare it with the price point, come on, what else do you require in 600 rupees? It's good enough to have that kind of coverage, and it does its job pretty well. I'll not say that it is a very full high coverage thing, but yes, definitely it is not it just depends how much quantity you are using. If you are using a slight quantity, it will give you a light to medium coverage. If you are using a little bit more in terms of quantity, it will give you a very high coverage as well. It just depends how you're using. It's not always about the product. I have seen people reviewing product, or maybe talking about product, that this product is good or bad. Yes, it may be, but there is also a huge part, depends on how you are using a product. The technique matters. Only a product is not, you cannot claim a product bad or good just because based on the product. Just a technique, as I have shared in one of my videos, that if you talk about Huda Beauty foundations, if you don't know how to use that foundation, it's the worst foundation. And if you know how to use it, it works wonderful. But you have to know how to work with a product. After that you can claim. Yes, there are products, no matter how you use, they don't perform well, then yes, of course you can say that product is not that great. So yes, if you talk about formulation and all that, the coverage and finish, it's quite friendly to work with, and of course it's good for a regular use as well, and you can use for professionally for your clients as well. So now let's talk about the color variation and what colors you can buy. See, I am not claiming that whatever I'm saying will perfectly match your skin tone, because it's not possible on a platform like YouTube without seeing your skin or without knowing the color and the tones and undertones to exactly suggest you the color. But as I have used this concealer and as I have so many variety of colors in this concealer, I can give you a kind of an idea that what kind of colors you can choose for no matter what your skin color is. So let's start with the fairest. So if you are towards quite like porcelain fair kind of thing, then there is a shade called porcelain. You can buy that and that will perfectly go with your skin if you are very much fair. Now if you are somewhere between fair to not, I'll say medium, it's like just below the porcelain shade, very fair enough, but not like a white fair, not like a pinkish fair. You are more towards the yellow fair. You can try the light ivory, it works wonderfully. So of course there's no point of showing you right now because you cannot understand through camera, but light ivory is something which can be used not in terms of extreme fair, but of course fair. Okay, now next is creamy beige. So creamy beige is a shade which goes, like I use creamy beige when I'm using foundation. So above foundation I use creamy beige to highlight my darker areas or the areas which I want to pop out. But when I'm not using foundation, I just want to do a 5-minute or quick 10-minute look, I use pure beige. So there are two concealers which I use on myself. The pure beige actually matches my skin tone. The creamy beige is like more of when it's good if I'm using foundation underneath. So yes, so you can think like that. So creamy beige, you can say that it's like fair to medium fair people, they can use it. And next is the pure beige, which is like medium fair towards little bit whitish. Okay, pure beige is perfect. Now let's talk about warmer tones. So for that I have two concealers over here. So those who have like wheatish to little bit darker, they can use warm honey. That's a perfect shade for them. And those who have a skin tone which is like quite warmer, like South Indian skin tones, they can use toffee. Okay, this will go like, this is a kind of a rough idea which I have given you, which again you have to try it out, and you can take a reference from my video and go and try the shades yourself, because that will be the perfect one. And if you want a proper personal consultation with me where I can guide you like the perfect shades for you, then you can also book a makeup consultancy with me. For that you have to get in touch with a manager to know the entire details about that. But for now you can have quite a good clarity through this video as well. And if you have any kind of skin imperfections, then you can go for, if you have light skin imperfections, then you can buy the peach corrector. And if you want to know how this performs, I also have a video which I'll link somewhere here. You can watch that video as well, how to use a peach corrector. And if you want some kind of brightness, then you can use a yellow corrector, and you can mix this yellow corrector as well with your concealers. Okay, that's a tip. And you can use a orange corrector in case you have really dark dark circles. Okay, and if you have extremely dark and blackish pigmentation, then you can use a red corrector, but that is a very in very rare cases. That's more for a professional use rather than personal use, I would say. So these are the shade recommendations for this. And one quick tip for using these concealers, that instead of brush, sponge, if you blend these concealers with sponge, it performs better and it gives more better coverage. So if you talk about using what kind of tools for these concealers, then definitely I'll say instead of brush, go for a sponge and just dab it off, and it will give you a very, very nice coverage. So this was all about this video. I really hope this video was helpful for you. And if you were planning to buy illegal concealers, I hope I gave you all the clarities and covered all the areas and aspects to make you more clearer to take your decision. And if you want to see more such videos and product reviews, do let me know in the comment section below what product you would like me to review, so that I can actually review and create a video for you as well. So subscribe the channel and like the video if you really like the content and whatever I have given information around these concealers. And you can also share it with your friends and loved ones if you really feel that they need to see this video. And you can follow me on Instagram as well. So this is my Instagram handle where I share a lot of content around fashion, beauty and makeup stuff. And I also share my bridal work there as well. So till then, I will be coming up with more such interesting product reviews and other skincare, hair care and makeup related stuff. So keep enjoying my videos, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, keep enjoying and applying these concealers because yeah, they are really great.